Hey y'all.
Howdy Hon.
Whoa. It's been a while, Steph.
It's been a long while.
Man, I'm kind of in my new room location, not house location. I have not moved, but I am in my new room location. It's not quite together yet, but when I get it together, I'm going to do a reveal video.
Oh, so exciting!
I know, right? I'm super excited. So,
I am in my same room. wait, wait a minute. The last time we did a whip and chat, was I in this room?
I don't know.
You
Were
know
you?
what? I might not. I'm not sure. I am not sure. Um, so, but I'm in nowhere going to be showing this room until after I get back, because then I will have washed it down and painted it and got all the years of teenage boy out of it,
Well,
and it'll be ready for review, but not for a while.
well, let
But
me
it's
tell you.
functional.
I had to wipe down these walls. I had to scrub stuff. I have new blinds up. I have a new light fixture with a fan. The only problem is the light fixture really isn't bright enough. So I found a table clamp ring light. And
a,
I'm probably going to order that next week.
a table clamp ring light.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, is it how big is it?
Um, I don't know. I don't know. Why am I so fuzzy? Damn.
Oh, you just went fuzzy.
Yeah, I did. And I don't know why. There we go. Well, oh, I hate auto zoom and auto.
Autofocus, yeah,
Yeah,
focus, yeah. I'm gonna go without the ring light and see if I can, because this thing is annoying the snot out of me trying to figure out how to. The cord goes to a USB, and I only have two USB on my camera, and on my phone, and I have the Zoom camera and the stupid speaker hooked up, so I don't have any more outlets.
you need a USB wall plug.
We have some somewhere, but I hadn't needed them until now.
Yeah. See, I specifically put this desk beside a wall outlet, and I already have a power protector on it and everything. And yeah,
We usually get those. Um, well, actually, no, we don't. We haven't. We've gotten the. We just bought a bunch of wall outlets to plug up to plug the USB ports to. Like we have a surge protector. Like I have one by my head, and it has 50,000 little wall outlets. For the USB plugged into it. So
mm-hmm.
yeah, you probably can't get some USB ones. I'll make it less stressful trying to find the little wall socket to plug them up in.
But I want just a ring light to put some light like right here because my back is to the ceiling light. So when I'm diamond painting, my shadow, you know?
Yeah.
But I'm right here in front of a window, so on a nice, pretty sunny day, I get the sunlight in.
Oh, that's nice. I find I love looking out my window, sitting here.
Yeah. Trying to finish up my little dinner.
Yeah. I haven't had it because I had to come here. I went to Joann's before I came home. Uh, and
What you get at Joann's?
um, there was a Park Lane book that had some. It was like a. It's not a 5x7. It's a little bigger than that. But anyway, it had some, sheets of paper in it that I wanted to use in the background. What I went for, I did not find, which was the spool holder for the thread. It had it in cello paper, but it wasn't on. I didn't see any in the store. I mean, none in the store. And I was waiting for them to drop the price of the planners because I wanted I was going to do my memory planning in the old plastic one that I had that I didn't use a year before. But I really wanted a big so that I could have lots of space to write,
Right.
a scrapbook with like keep details of pictures. So I was waiting for one to drop till about, $10 or so. They had a couple of undated ones I wish I really wanted to get, but I couldn't justify getting. I was like, man, I need that one, but I could take it with me. But I had already decided to use the ones that I had. The only problem is they aren't neutral. Those were neutral. The ones I have all this ridiculousness of color down the spine, like a kid or something. I have to think hard about that. I may have to go back for that.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm trying to get some. Take one with me so I have it all ready, at least for the first year, in case I can't find any wherever we go. And so I'm trying to get some stuff that I can just already have and take with me that I don't have to have a lot, that's got multiple things in it, so I can kind of get a little variety or whatever. It's killing me because I want to use the bundle book that I just bought, that review. I of course want to use those, but I'm thinking you should save those because you're going to want those colorful boxes.
Oh Lord.
But I'm like, I can always draw a box. Which come to shove.
Okay, so
I bought an art box too.
oh nice.
It's it has a little shelf in it, so I'm thinking I can put all my brushes and stuff in that little shelf, and then under it I can put all the bottles of paint and the tubes and stuff. And it was half off, so I wouldn't have paid full price for it.
I finished this one.
Oh, all for love and love for all. Is that what all? Is there something behind all? ALL. Oh no, it's the R for the E from love and okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Let's see. Can you see me now? There we go. Maybe not. Let's try turning it off.
Yeah, you can see it better with it off.
Yeah.
And that's the one you're gifting.
Yes, I am. And I finished the elephant. And
oh, let's see.
I don't have it. It's at the framer.
Oh, it's at the framer. Okay.
But I have a picture of it. I have a video of it. I'm going to do a voiceover of it. And with the voiceover, I'm going to show the unboxing of my Harry Potter DP along that I am about to start on June 1st.
Did you say a Harry Potter DP along?
Yes. It is sponsored by DAC and Bella Art de Nicole. She does trays and cover minders and pen holders and little trash containers. So
Ah.
So what I'm doing right now, I have a whole stack. You know, when I was teaching and I had advisory, I let the kids pick a diamond painting to work on. So when we weren't working on state testing questions, they could work on a diamond painting. Some of the kids wanted theirs, most of the kids did not. So I've got a whole bunch of these to finish.
Ah. A bunch of littles.
A whole bunch of littles. So I'm working on these. Now this girl, I think she messed up her colors as far as 8064 and 8062 because she said she ran out of one. So I think what she did was she accidentally poured a whole bunch in one and they were the same, you know, it was two different colors.
Yeah.
So I will probably go to Joann's Sunday and find just a tube of both of those colors just to make sure I put down the right color for that. So yeah, I've got a whole bunch of these to finish.
Joann's has diamond paintings all over the freaking store.
Really?
Yes, they're with the cookie stuff. They're in the back with the with the diamond dots. They're in the clearance section. They're up front as you walk around the bin to go to the cash register. They're there. I mean, no, I'm sorry. That's Happy Planner. Happy Planner's right there. Which is odd to have Happy Planner stuff right there at the front desk at the checkout. But both of them, they're all over the store.
Well, I'm not allowed to look at diamond paintings at Joann's right now.
No, you're not.
So, why you tell me?
The reason she's not allowed to look at diamond paintings in Joann's is because her birthday is coming up. And she should not have two of this item.
And of course,
As much as she probably will like this item, she probably doesn't want two of them. So I've just told her not to buy any diamond paintings from Joann's until after her birthday.
Yeah. And you won't even be here for my birthday party.
I know.
And I went out of my way to make sure.
Out of all the times for Zumba to be a couple of weeks later than they usually are. We usually have Zumba convention in April, but this year, coming off COVID, they decide they want to do it on in August. So, and I had already paid for it like back in March or February. Paid for it, rented the hotel, everything, and then Shelley sent the email, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, I know, right?
I was going to write down not to put anything on that date because she was on that date, only to see that I had already had something on that day that was quite expensive and already paid for.
Because this is my 50th.
I know. You feeling old yet?
Well, you know, I feel it when Dr. Henderson is putting his knee on my knee and twisting me like a pretzel.
Yeah.
To try to pop the center of my back. Like, dang, I'm going to come off this table in a minute.
Chiropractor, I think. Oh. One of our Toastmasters, because I didn't go to Toastmasters Tuesday because I had a migraine. I've actually had a migraine at 5 a.m. every morning this week, between 4 and 5.
Wow.
So, I have my favorite class Tuesday night, belly dance workout that I had to teach. So I kind of just hung out in bed all day in hopes to be prepared to do that. This table's too high. And so I wasn't there. I was supposed to give an icebreaker too, but I wasn't there. And so one of the Toastmasters was telling Marty that his wife gets migraines and she goes to the chiropractor.
Yeah. Which it's nice. I mean, here's my thing. I had a chiropractor here in Selma. Loved him to death. I mean, this man, when I had chest pains, he came out of a deer stand to meet me at his office to relieve my chest pains. Because my chest pains are not my heart, it's the cartilage torn around my sternum. But and he had a very big personality, and he was loud and boisterous, and I mean he was just an amazing guy. And don't get me wrong, I like this other guy, but my chiropractor had a heart attack and died.
Oh no.
And so now I'm going to this other guy, and he's real quiet, and he doesn't really talk, and he's just very like an introvert almost, I think. I'm like, dude, you need to get loud or something. I mean, my old chiropractor, you could hear him laughing down the hallway.
Oh yeah, big personality.
Big personality.
And a good sense of humor, huh?
Yes. He was just a great guy. And I like this guy. I mean, he's really working on my back really well. He knows his stuff, but I just miss the big personality because I have a big personality. So.
And that doesn't take away from the other guy, just...
Oh, no, not at all. Tell me to take it easy on my back. And I was like, yeah, well, I gotta work. Because, you know, I mean, I pick up 50-pound bags of coins sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just part of my job. I mean, it is what it is.
You just gotta pay attention to body mechanics while you're doing it to help with that back. Marty?
Did you tell Marty I was thinking about him today?
No, I haven't even had a chance to talk to Marty. He came in as I was setting up. Can you close those blinds for me? If I move from here, I'll knock all this down.
No, I have it. There you go.
Thank you.
Hi, Shelley.
Marty.
Yes.
I was thinking about you today.
Have a good rest of the day. I'm still working. Thank you.
Huh?
One, he didn't hear you because he doesn't hear. And two, he's still at work. So, and he's very honest. He's very honest about his timing. If he walks away from his computer, he writes it down so that they know that he wasn't working during this time. And you know, even though his computer might be on, he still was not working. He was walking around washing dishes or something or whatever. So he's very good at keeping that. So he's like, I'm working, bye.
You will have to tell him that they were talking about metadata.
I will tell him. I don't know that he knows anything about it, but I will certainly.
He may. He's a computer guy.
He might. I've just never heard that in conversation, so that's why I'm saying I may not know. But he may not just have the need to talk about it. So
I was about to say, how many people talk about the metadata of an edited video? Or a video that has been stored on the cloud.
So she edited, they're saying I thought the very first one I saw with her side by side was edited, but that was just me.
She's trying to claim that she did not edit any videos. and that all the bruises are real and blah blah blah. And then
just like those tears are real that she has been crying.
Girl, don't get me started about them tears. Oh my gosh.
I've seen mannequins cry better than her.
I know, right? But and you know, I didn't have a dog in the hunt when I started watching the trial. I really didn't. And I didn't start watching until basically his part was almost over. I didn't even see him testify. But I really got into Legal Bites. It's a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And she's been streaming this, and I really like her method because she's showing the live stream of the court case video, you know, the court live feed. Mm-hmm. And it's her and these other lawyers just come in and out as they can because, of course, they have their own cases to work on. And they give commentary about what's going on and their opinion of the law and all of this stuff. And it's very interesting to see.
I try to watch a few videos, just clips, and then I watch some reactions, as long as the reactions are making, you know, some sense and not just, you know,
bashing one or the other.
You know, just clickbait to bash or whatever. I mean, like, some of them are funny, but I'm not really interested in that because I just want to see the clips of, you know, the highlights so I can see her face and his face and whatever. And I think they're both guilty of treating each other terribly. But I think there is a more evil of the two. I don't think there's any abuse on his. I think she's a liar, just flat out. Just call it what it is. I just think she's a liar.
I watch.
But they're both actors, so you never really know. But I
watch a guy. His name is Zach, and his YouTube channel is Pulpy Syntax, and he commentates on Chantal up in Canada, Foodie Beauty, and he has this saying that he uses, and I keep thinking about it when I see Amber Heard on the stand. She took the stand again today.
I thought she was done.
Girl, you know she had to have the last word. But he always said that Chantal is a lying liar who lies. And I think that Amber Heard is a lying liar who lies. And I don't think she's a very good actress.
If you had to judge her acting,
oh my God,
how she was on the stand, she's a terrible actress.
And you know,
she was more believable in Aquaman than she has been on this trial, on the witness stand.
Do you know that I did not even know that she had played Mira in Aquaman? I didn't know who the actress was that played Mira.
Quite honestly, I didn't know her. I knew because I'd seen the movie, but I wouldn't have been able to pick her in a lineup. Pick her out in a lineup.
I didn't even know not one thing she has played in.
I only know that now because of
the trial.
Well, I love Jason Momoa, so naturally I was curious who she was. Oh yes, he's very easy on the eyes. Now his testimony, I thought it was a joke when I first saw it. I thought somebody had.
See, I like I said, I peeked in after all of pretty much Depths was done with, and her case had started.
He was laughing and he cursed at the beginning, like he was like, "Oh, SHIT, I didn't realize we were on." And then he's like, "Hi, Amber," and the guy was like, "Don't talk to her." And her attorney asked if he knew her from working on Aquaman, and he said yes. And he said, "Well, what did y'all do?" He said, "Trash men. We were trash men." It's like, what do you ask me this stupid question for? You know we were actors. Why are you asking? And he was like, "Please take this serious." He was. I thought he was high actually, but I don't know that he does any drugs. But he seemed to be quite just.
Well, look at who his in-laws are.
Whose in-laws?
Momoa's.
Momoa is separated.
I know, but they're still like family. I mean,
Maybe.
they still hang out because I actually saw something about him and Lenny Kravitz hanging out. Or either
Oh,
the
Lenny Kravitz is Lisa Bonet's first daughter's father.
yeah, they hang out.
So yeah, they've hung out, but I don't know if they hang out now.
No, they do.
They were always a good relationship. If you're gonna have a split family, that's how it should be. You should both be getting along because that works better for the children to do that. So I've always liked that about them. But Jason is just an easygoing guy. Seems to be, at least his persona seems to be, just easygoing and relaxed. But I was a little surprised at his demeanor on the set. Jason Momoa.
Mm-hmm.
I never watched that dragon movie. I almost watched it just because of him.
Oh my.
I did buy the painting though, even though I didn't watch the movie. I did buy that painting from
What
Diamond
dragon?
Dragon, the girl in the red dress that's holding the red dragon from Diamond Art Club. That it was a series actually. It was a show.
Oh, Mama Knows.
Yeah, I bought Mama Knows. I never watched that movie, but I almost watched it just to see him.
Yeah, I never watched it either, but I have that one just because it's Amanda Manzano. I know it's supposed to represent one of the actors and the three dragons. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I have Mama Knows. It's in my stash.
I don't know that I've even unboxed it yet.
It's in my stash with like 150, 160 others. Man, oh man. Are you really gonna wait 2 years? Actually, more like 2.5 years to do Wonder Woman?
I am, because I want to be able to enjoy it when I do it, and I know that right now I don't have the time to put into it to rush and do it. I don't even have that kind of time to do it between the studying for the certification, my calling, and now this nativity exhibit. And
again, I thought you were done with that too.
I'm back, but I'm doing a different role this time, which is not as, I don't have to be as involved, but I do have to help out with something right quick to get the idea going. So
they just keep dragging you back in.
And then I'm going to be teaching extra classes for the summer because coach is not coming back during the summer. So I'm going to be doing teaching aqua fitness Tuesdays and Thursday mornings. And next month I'm subbing for another instructor's fitness class every Friday except tomorrow. So it kind of June filled up quite quickly. So I know I definitely don't have time in June. And I'm not starting another painting until this one is finished.
How much more you got to do?
Myself that. I have this little, oh, you can't even see that. Hold on. I have this little snippet right here. As you can see, some of it's already done. And then I have this right here, and some of it's done. And then this one piece of square paper right here that's wrapped around the desk. That right here.
Mm-hmm.
I have that. And then that's it. It'll be done. This should have been done so freaking long ago. This little section has been done forever now. But I think this is the first time I've diamond painted in months. Probably in 2022.
And then you're gonna bring it to Selma.
Yep, and get it framed.
Get it framed. Are you gonna hang it in the house while you're gone?
Oh no.
Because you know you can't put that can't go in storage.
All our stuff will be put in storage.
That will. Is it going to be climate controlled?
Yep. Some of the stuff. All of my equipment and my delicate stuff, like all of my craft stuff has to be air conditioned.
Yeah, that you don't want the humidity and heat to get to.
It can't sit out.
That's what I told Mother about the one that I gave her. You know, her Christmas one. It can't just go in
out in the garage.
Put it in a closet, you know, behind some blankets or something, but it can't just sit outside in storage. So, I was pretty adamant about that. And
did I tell you about the estimate to fill the pool in?
Yes, girl.
So Marty got another company to come out to look at filling it in. Because that guy had said it'll be about the same price either way, around the ballpark around there. And so the people who came out said that they could fill it in and put the concrete on it to match the level of the floor, and for like $5,800, I think it was, something like that. And then so now we need to price how much would it cost to put the flooring down, which actually we could probably do ourselves, considering we put the flooring down in the studio ourselves. It was that clickbait stuff, but honestly I don't think we would have the time. So we'll need to see how much that costs. So it looks like the cheaper route may be to fill it in after all. So
then you'll have a whole nother room.
Then
y'all will have a whole nother room.
It will become a studio where I could teach classes and stuff in there. Or a gym, or whatever you want to call it. When I get back, because I'm still going to want to teach classes, especially with the PT certification. I'm going to want to take on clients, so that would be a good area to have an area free to be able to do that.
Yep. Yep.
But I say, isn't it funny? All this time I've been saying, close it in. It's like we turn that room into a dance studio, a belly dance studio. And now I'm teaching aqua classes. I'm like, well, you know, I could practice in there so I can see what the students feel when they're in the water. But I think it'll be cheap because we still have to replace the countertop too, and we haven't even gotten an estimate on that yet. Like all the countertops in the kitchen.
No. Yeah.
I'm thinking that shower is gonna need to be replaced too, but I haven't discussed that, so. I hate the idea of fixing everything and then somebody else gets to live in it for 2 years. And I'll come back and it will probably be just the way it was when I left. Nothing will be new and all nice and pretty.
All nice and shiny.
Oh, nice and shiny.
But yeah, tonight I went to the board meeting to be recognized as a retiree. There are a whole bunch of people retiring.
Really?
Mhm. I was recognized for 7 years of service.
7?
Because that's how long I was with that school system.
Oh, gotcha.
Because I was with the other school system for 18.
Right.
And I have to tell you, okay, so without going into like names and details and all that, I am very impressed with how ethical one of our board members was with this whole superintendent search process.
Okay.
He's on the school board. His wife works for the school system. And she ran for superintendent. She put her hat in the running. And obviously, I mean, he made it very clear, you know, when they started talking about who was going to be superintendent, because they went into executive session. Sunshine law, they cannot besmirch someone's name, blah, 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 all of that, you know. So they use the sunshine law to go into executive session. So they can talk about people and use their names without the public around.
Mm-hmm.
And when they started talking about the superintendent, he stepped out. And come to find out, which is very impressive, is that he did not know. He's never seen the package. They voted for someone else. They got somebody else in as superintendent, not his wife.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they named the person that's going to be the new superintendent, he said, "What's this guy's name?" And they told him again. And he said, "Okay, so now I'm back in my role as board member." And they said, "Yes." And he said, "Okay, where's this guy coming from? Can I see a package on his information?" Because he had been completely out of the loop, which I think was the right thing, you know? I mean,
That kept it partial and honest.
yeah. Which I like that. I can't believe I did that.
What did you do?
I laid down the wrong color.
You what? Oh, you get the wrong color?
Yeah, I did a lighter orange. It's hard to see. I mean, it's not hard to see this because it's on the light pad, but it's hard to see the little beads.
Hey, you just changed the color to a better color. That's all.
No, we're not doing that. There were squares and not rounds. It might be a different thing. I'm going to pull up every one of these.
I'm looking at this painting going, I think some of these colors are wrong. And I think that's just going to be too freaking bad because I'm not going to pull up these colors to find out that they are the right colors.
If I didn't already have these spots done right, then I would leave these alone. But I've already got 3 little spots correct. No big deal. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm just wasting time until June 1st. I don't want to start another big one.
I don't see how y'all have the energy to go from big to big to big to big. I couldn't do it. I gotta have something more digestible in between. Well, I don't know. I don't plan to actually. I guess that's just an idea because actually the next one I start is going to be Wonder Woman. Oh, you know what? It's
Wait a
not.
minute. You're not
It's
going to
not.
diamond paint this year.
The next one I'm going to start is Doctor Who because I already kitted that one up. I'm going to finish this and then I'm going to, you know what? I need to finish that elephant. You got your elephant finished, but I haven't finished mine. So I need to go. I'm going to finish everything that's undone, or at least try my best to finish everything that's undone, and then, which will probably take me into time for us to go. So when I get back, the first thing I'll do is number 10 and then Wonder Woman.
Oh, you know what? We might have some new people. So let's just talk about this. It's not like you're going off to prison.
Oh, no. So, my husband and I are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And you may already know young men or young women who go out on their missions when they're 19 and 20. But we also have couples that go on missions for 18 to 24 months or longer. And so Marty and I have been married since 2010. You can do the math to figure out how long that is. And we're both converts. And I came into the church as an adult convert with 2 children already. So I've never really thought about going out on a mission because, you know, I'm full into motherhood and young adult by that point that I joined the church. Marty, who joined the church in the 70s, I believe, he and his first wife. So a couple of years ago, he mentioned that he wanted to go on a mission. And I thought, oh, okay, well, yeah, we could do that. So we set a plan for 5 years to get ready, which means, you know, getting finances in order, getting our home taken care of, and which getting out of debt, which we didn't have any debt. We just like to buy stuff flat out and be done with it. And make some preparations around our home, that things that people who rent the house might not want to see, but it didn't bother us. So we realized a couple of months ago that, hey, 5 years is 2022. So that list of things now has to be rushed because we didn't necessarily do all the things we had planned to do. So anyway, as an older couple, you get to put in your mission papers, and the younger people who go, they just go where they're told. The older couples get to at least mention where they would like to go. And Marty would like to go to Chile. So at the end of this year, I guess around Christmas time, we'll be putting in our paperwork requesting to go out on a mission to serve the Lord and to go to Chile.
Yeah, we keep talking about it, but we haven't really said, you know, we've been talking about. Yeah,
you know what? I forgot it. I forgot that we haven't done this in so long that they might not, that people might not know.
New people may not know.
So that means that I will be gone for 2 years straight. Hopefully
paying our own way.
In Chile. Yes, and we will be paying our own way. So even the young missionaries pay their own way, but especially the couples pay their own way. We have to pay just what we pay here: rent, light, gas, water, whatever. Buy our own food, pay for our own travels, all that good stuff. So we're excited and looking forward to the opportunity. Shelley's mad because she won't see me for 2 years.
Exactly. You know, you gotta take your laptop.
I will call. Actually, I'm not even sure. Well, yes, we can call and email and text. I hope, I don't know, but I hope that they'll let me put something on my YouTube channel every once in a while, even if it's
Yeah.
just a hi, this is where I am. This
Do a
is the
vlog.
area. Yeah,
Go
kind
to
of
the
like vlog.
country.
I would love to do that. And then, of course, there would be no editing. Whatever came up, came out. That was what would come on. Yeah, I wouldn't have time to edit it, but I would like to do that. Like, show where we are, and especially if we're going to another country. Now they could say, we want you to go to Arizona. We feel you'd be better served there. Then we'd go to Arizona. But we're requesting to go to Chile.
At least then I could get to you.
I would love to go to. Marty's talking about coming right back out.
No.
If we did that, I would request to go to Korea, South Korea.
No.
I was talking to Vale the other night, and I was telling her about it because she, since she moved, we hadn't talked about that. She was like, "What? You're leaving me for 2 years? Oh no. I said, you sound just like Shelley."
See? I'm not the only one. And I'm trying to
I can't see you for 2 years. Like, no.
No.
It will go by quickly.
So you say. So you say.
I know they're on Facebook and stuff now. They used not to let them be on Facebook, but I see now they're all over Facebook, and so I think they're letting us have more connections, more chances to report back. And
Well, yeah, in these days and times, I mean, I need to know you're breathing.
yeah.
I mean, don't make me see some typhoon or hurricane or earthquake.
Oh yeah.
Like, excuse me. Where's my bestie? Don't make me come down there.
I'm pretty sure we can steal Marco. But it'll be interesting. So I need to make some doctor's appointments and get everything checked, and
Get done with your dentist.
I missed the appointment. I thought it was at 11:30, and it was at 9:30. So they made another one for one day in June. So I got to make sure I make that one, because there may be some other stuff they need to work on. This one was the thing broke, so they're really just repairing what they did that broke, more so than working on something that needed to be worked on.
Yep.
But I need to, get all the levels checked. And I need to figure out if there's a doctor's form. I'm sure there is that we have to submit, but
Oh, I'm sure. And you're going to have to do, if you go out of country, you're going to have to get shots. And
I know. That's the last thing I want to do is get a bunch of shots.
I know. And your passport.
Well, we have a passport, so we're hoping that will make it easier for them to decide, okay, let's send them out of the country. I would like to go someplace I've never been, and that's out of the country.
No.
So I've got to stop with Korean, or at least dedicate more to Spanish now. I'll probably forever study Korean, because eventually I will want to take the TOEIC and all of that stuff, just to have it and to make sure I can speak the language well. So one day, I know I'm going to get to South Korea one day to visit,
I was about to say, not for no 2 years.
Oh, ouch.
Not turn around and go right on back out. No. No.
I hope, oh, excuse me. Woo. I'm on sleep in tomorrow because I won't be able to do that for the next rest of the summer. You know, some of my classes are like we have been 9:15 one day, 6 p.m. the next evening, or 9:15 and you know later in the afternoon. Since I'm taking those Tuesday and Thursday classes, I have to be up almost every day at 9, or not at 9. The class starts at 9.
See, you
But
got
I
to
got
tell
used
them
to.
no more often.
I know,
Just
but
say, no, I'm busy.
I'm the sub. That's what a sub does. Well, actually, I'm not a sub anymore. Now I have a class of my own there, but
I was about to say, I've been a teacher, and subs say no. Trust and believe, subs say no.
I feel like that was what I went there to be, was the sub, and so many of the subs were like saying no, like, okay, but you're the sub, you're a sub, you're on the road to be a sub, but you say no every time there's an opportunity to sub. So exactly why are you on the sub list? So
Because you don't have to sub
that
every time.
No, I mean, these people weren't subbing at all. When I first came on, they weren't subbing at all. I'm like, that was actually one of the reasons why I went, because they were telling me like none of them actually sub. They don't actually want to work. So I'm like, oh well, I do, so I'll take it. And when I say it, I'm gonna sub. I'm like, oh yeah, that'll be cool. I get to see another class, get to try some new stuff, blah blah blah. But some days when I actually comes the day to sub, I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I agree to do this? I don't feel like it. But I know it's just me being lazy and emotions and hormones all out of whack. So I just go, just make myself go.
Oh, back to Amber Heard.
I always having fun. Back to who? Amber Heard.
Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. Tomorrow is closing argument, and the case goes to the jury.
I'm so glad, because I'm actually tired of seeing it.
It has been very interesting. You know, I watch Bull, and it shows a lot of court stuff, and it shows the voir dire of a jury, where they question them and decide, yes, we want this person on the jury, no, we don't. I've seen that on TV, but to see voir dire done on a pop-up witness, very interesting.
What pop-up witness?
There was a guy who showed up that they really didn't know about, and he's the one that had owned the trailer park palace. He kept calling it a trailer park palace. Hicksville. Where they stayed and did some filming and whatnot and whatever.
Uh-huh.
And she was trying to say that, you know, Johnny was abusive there and tore stuff up and blah, blah, blah. And this guy had been contacted by somebody and said, did you see that they're talking about Hicksville? Because that's the name of the place. On Twitter. Well, he got on Twitter and he saw what the guy said, and he just replied to the tweet, basically said, no, that didn't happen, or something. You know, he was like, no, that's I was there, that didn't happen that way. Well, Lawyers got his name, his info, all the things, contacted him and had him in court. He wasn't on the witness list and he had not been deposed.
Oh. So, well, who called him? Which lawyer? Which side called him?
Johnny. Yep.
Did you see all the commotion about whether she was snorting coke in that tissue?
Yeah. I was wondering if, like, she had smelling salt or pepper in her tissue.
I know the way she did it. I
To
didn't
make
wonder
her
if
cry.
it was drugs. But when I saw the clip, I'm like, what's she doing? Something didn't look right about that. It just looked weird. I thought maybe she was sniffing something that would make her cry.
Yeah.
And it didn't work. She still didn't cry.
I know. She couldn't drop
You're
a
an actress. How
She
could
could
you
not
not
drop
cry?
a tear if she tried.
I'm like,
She couldn't.
I'm a better
couldn't
actress.
force
I'm
a
a
tear
better
out of her.
actress. I'm a better actress than she is. Like,
She
good
could
grief,
not
lady.
have squeezed a tear out of a tear duct.
And all that wrinkle in the nose and stuff. I saw one report that said that she's been watching enough domestic violence people or crying people to know what their face is
Looks
supposed
like, yeah.
to do. But because she doesn't understand why the face does that, that's why she looks so fake doing it. Because she's just doing a motion. She doesn't understand what causes that motion to happen. And therefore it just looks horrible when she does it. And I'm thinking, thank goodness she doesn't understand, because then she'd really fool everybody.
Yeah.
And then let me just say, it's my opinion that she's lying, because none of us know, and I can't stand nothing more than somebody getting on these social media and going, I can't believe everybody's supporting Johnny Depp. Blah, 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 blah. You don't know. You weren't there.
None of us were,
None
but
of us know. We were not there. The only people who know is Heather Heard or Heather Turd, Johnny Depp, and the Lord Jesus Christ and God. Those are the only people who know what happened. The rest of us can only make assumptions and guesses by what's presented to us. And what's presented to me, the way I feel, I see her act, and
yeah.
a better term would be her lack of acting skills. I think she's guilty. So there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe her. And, you know, like I said before, I don't have a dog in the hunt. I didn't know who she was.
It won't affect my life one way or another.
So, but my opinion after watching all of the live stream, and honestly, I watched her side. I didn't catch the first couple of weeks of his side.
Yeah.
So, and no, I don't believe her, and that's sad. It is sad to say, as a woman, that this woman is lying about SA and DV.
Yeah. And it has nothing to do with Johnny's charisma, as someone tried to point out, and all that. I'm not confused. I know who Jack Sparrow is against Johnny Depp. So please stop saying that people are confused, because they're not confused. She's just a liar. You're the one that's confused, if anybody's confused. But, you know, nobody knows for sure. But the impression that she gives me is that she is a pathological liar, or what do they call her? Bipolar.
Well, they call her a narcissist.
She's definitely a narcissist.
They've been calling her a narcissist.
Yeah.
Of course, she says that she has some type of bipolar. I don't even know, but she has said it, which is why they can bring in all these test experts to whether, you know, to agree or disagree with her, because she has said herself that she has the issues, and it's because of the abuse she got from him. And I'm like, no.
And as a woman, it's sad to not believe her, but it's
Yeah,
not that I
exactly.
don't believe her because I am so blinded by Johnny Depp. I don't believe her because I don't believe her.
Yeah.
And also because I have seen with my own eyes women abuse their husbands who just take it.
Yep.
I
Who
have seen
take it?
that.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
know that that does happen. And I
Yeah.
know that they laugh about it and think it's funny.
No.
So, yeah.
I was thinking about that today. It's like, him finally coming out and saying this is how it was instead of staying quiet kind of brings that more to light, because it's not about um just the abuse of a woman. It's about abuse, period.
It's abuse, period. Nobody deserves to be abused. I don't care who
Yeah.
it is, male or female. Nobody deserves that. You don't have the right to treat people like that,
Mm-mm.
especially someone you supposedly love and care about. So, but I don't believe that particular woman.
Mm-mm.
And I don't know how you can look at her and believe her. It's beyond me. Oh, that guy! Did you see the guy from TMZ, or that used to be at TMZ? When
Yes.
her attorney accused him of looking for 15 minutes of fame, he said,
Yeah.
"I could accuse you of looking for 15 minutes of
Yeah.
fame by defending her."
Just
I
like
was
you.
like, oh, he called your number out, and then she had the nerve to say, "Well, that's you being argumentative or whatever." No, it makes perfectly logical sense. Why else would you take a case like that?
Oh, yeah, it's
Now
gonna
I
be
know that,
interesting.
yeah, I know
They,
that they're both guilty, though. They're both guilty of talking to each other like dogs, cursing
yeah.
each other out.
I mean,
Um,
he's not innocent
no,
of, he's not the knight in shining white armor.
right,
He
exactly.
has blemishes. Where
And you knew that. And you knew that. That's why you married him.
So it's not like, oh, he's perfect. No, he's not. He yelled at you. He called you names. How many names did you call him and yell when you were yelling at him? I mean,
Okay. How many
nobody's
doors
hands are
kicked
clean
down?
in this. But I do believe that she threw that bottle and she hurt his finger.
I
And
believe it.
I do believe that he did not like beat her continuously. Well, if
I
she
don't
came
believe
in,
he sexually. I don't believe he
no,
sexually assaulted her with no bottle or whatever she
a
said.
broken bottle.
I don't believe that for a minute.
So it's my
Especially since
opinion.
you can't bring any proof.
It is my opinion, and it is what it is.
It is what it is. You know, if I was
Um,
on the jury, she'd be hung. I mean, she'd be, not hung, but she'd be
she do.
penalized because she's guilty. In my
Um,
opinion.
well, Legal Bites. There's one guy on there. His YouTube channel is called Uncivil Law. His name is Kirk, and he's like, "Yeah, we'll get a verdict on Friday," and everybody else is like, "No, they're going to have 2 hours for one side to argue, closing argument, 2 hours for the other side's closing argument. That's 4 hours."
What is there left to say? Let's get this over with.
And then they have to go into jury deliberation, and they've got to settle on a number. So
I wouldn't even care about the money as long as my name got cleared
I
because
know
he was
he doesn't.
he
I
was
don't believe he does.
immediately punished while she got to keep going on. He
Yeah.
was immediately punished, and I think if you're lying, something needs to happen because his life is over, and it doesn't matter now. Everybody, people who think he's guilty will always think he's guilty.
Yeah. Well,
It's
Robert
like if you
Downey
accuse him.
Jr. is trying to, from what I understand, Robert Downey Jr. is trying to get him into a movie, to get him, back in things and
Yeah,
whatnot.
I would
But
love to see him back
yeah.
as Jack, but I understand. I wouldn't go back either
Mm-mm.
because they
Like,
cut ties with him so quick. They didn't
yeah.
even try to find out if he was actually guilty. They
Yeah.
just cut ties. And I'm like, he made that character what it is. He put everything into that character. How do you just give up on him like that? Your relationship with him without some bit of proof. I mean, come on, people. So I understand him not going back, but I can tell you what, I don't care who they put in that number 6. I won't go see it because it won't be Captain Pirates of the
Uh-uh.
Caribbean without Jack Sparrow.
It won't be him.
And nobody can play Jack Sparrow. So you need not try to put somebody else in there because nobody can play that part. I don't think Amber Heard Turd has that many fans left. So that will go and see it just to spite Johnny.
Oh, did you see the woman who was talking? Okay, she was trying to say how much Amber has lost monetarily, how much she could have been worth in the future, blah blah blah. She was giving away spoilers to Aquaman 2.
And Aquaman 2 didn't like her anyway because she didn't have a chemistry with Momoa.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, come on, look at this man. How can you not have chemistry with him? I mean,
exactly.
that in and of itself tells me something wrong with you. I mean, really?
I know, right? Mm-mm-mm-mm.
And you know what? I would rather not see her the next Aquaman, quite honestly. Because all I'll be thinking while I'm watching it is poor Johnny. And what she did to him. And then I'm mad at her because this will affect how women who truly have been abused, this will have an effect on them, on them coming forward and what will happen with them, how, you know, they will be doubted. So I'm pissed at her that if she is lying, which I believe she is, but if she is lying, the shadow that this will now add on future women who are coming forward and who don't have the money and the funds to do all this crap that she's doing. So it will be that much harder for them to prove, to get proof of a real case.
Yeah. It's
You know,
a shame.
it is. And since we may have some newbies for those of you who don't know, my mother was killed by my father, or my stepfather was murdered by him. So don't think that I don't have a concern about abused women, which I don't know that my mom was abused, but he did kill her. But I still don't believe Amber Turd.
Yeah. And you know, I mean, some people, if people are not watching the live stream of the court case, you know, I'm lucky. I'm in a, now that I'm out of the classroom and retired and got this whole new job, I can sit in an office by myself and do my work and listen to this. I'm not watching it, but I'm listening.
Yeah.
And it's been interesting. It's been an interesting insight into this. So
I think she's a vile human being if she's lying.
yeah. I think some things went on in her life earlier that
Definitely.
are probably very sad to make her the way she is. Maybe there have been accusations about how gruff her father was and whatnot. Maybe not necessarily like to the point of knockdown, drag out, but I've heard he was, you know, not the nicest person.
Yeah.
Which makes me very thankful I have the father I have.
Yeah. you just never know what goes on in people's lives. So it's you,
Exactly.
I try more lately these last couple of years than I've ever tried in my life to not be so quick to judge, because sometimes people are reacting to something that has nothing to do with what you're carrying on with them about. Um,
Mhm.
but I don't believe Amber Turd, so I just can't. I just can't. I every time she opens her mouth, I feel like your lips are moving. You're lying.
Well, that's a Megan Trainor song.
I know. That's why I said it. That's what came to my mind. Um, and again, not that I think Johnny has been an angel through their relationship. I just don't believe all the things that Amber Turd has said. I can't stress that enough. So don't come at me
For your opinion.
for my opinion of that, because I will bite back. Just so you know. um, you are entitled to your opinion, and we're entitled to ours. So if you don't agree, we're more than welcome to entertain your conversations, as long as you are respectful and don't resort to the tactless "I have no point, so I'll just call you names" type of defense, because we neither one of us is that kind of chick to let you get away with that.
Yeah. I went to graduation. I kept my word to my kids.
I thought that was so cool that you did that. That you told them that and you actually did it. I thought that was so cool of you.
For those of you that don't know, um, this class 2022, I taught some of these graduates that just graduated the other night. I taught them 9th grade biology. Then I turned around and taught them 10th grade earth and space. Some of them I taught 11th grade physical science. Some of them I taught anatomy this past semester, first semester. So some of them I've had 3 or 4 years. And I told them when they were in 9th grade that their senior year, I would be waving goodbye to them as they graduated, because I would be leaving out the door. And I left early. I left December 17th, officially retired December 31st, January 1st, whatever you want to call it. Got me a whole new career. But it was really heavy on me. I was like, I have to go back. I have to go back, and I have to stand. I knew that it was going to be inside because of the storms. And I was like, I'm just going to stand outside, even if I have to stand outside with my umbrella. And I'm going to wave to them as they walk in. Now, the principal did say, well, you can come in with us. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good where I am. I want no confusion. I have retired. I didn't need to walk in with the teachers and sit with teachers. Even though, how about some of the teachers didn't even show up?
Oh,
I know, right? I'm like, these kids, come on. So, I mean, these kids deserve somebody to be there for them, rooting them on. And it's sad that some of the teachers wouldn't even be there. And I don't want to hear something about, well, it was I live out of town and it was storming. Okay, so what? I drove 27 miles out of my way to get to the school. I don't want to hear about some kids' daytime graduation from something other than being a senior, and that's why you couldn't make it to the school. No, I'm not even their teacher anymore and I could show up. Sorry.
I think I just filled all those with the wrong color.
Oh no. But does it look different?
I don't know. I'm just gonna finish the post. I'm just gonna finish the painting and see. Yeah. All right. Well. Oh well. Because one of them doesn't have a number on it because I kept it next to the one that it matched. Well, somehow kind of way throughout all this time of not painting, it got mixed up. And so now I'm realizing that as I was looking at it, I was thinking, why is that color different from the color on the paper?
Oh no.
Canvas. Q. I just saw a Q. Where are you? Yeah, but I thought that was cool that you actually went and...
Well, I kept my word. I am a person of my word. Said I was going to do it and I did it. It's one thing, you know, if I say I'm going to do something. I just wanted to be there. It was funny. One of my kids that was, he was one of the worst ones, but this cousin, he's throwing food. Hey, me. This peasant, they're throwing food. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, y'all are juniors and seniors. Can y'all just not act like romper room in here? Can you not? You know, and so I was standing there and there was a male teacher there and this kid walked up and the male teacher had asked me about if I was enjoying my new job and I said, yes. And then I turned and looked at the kid and I said, I don't have kids yelling and screaming about somebody throwing food at them while I'm trying to eat my lunch in peace. And he just kind of laughed and kind of looked around like, who's she talking about? Oh. But the kid that I'm talking about that was right there, he's a good kid. He's really smart. I hope he gets out and really does something with himself. I just want him to apply himself more and get out of this little town and go do amazing things, because I think a lot of them are very capable of getting out of here and going and doing great things. Maybe not come back. Who knows? I mean, I came back because of my dad.
Yeah.
So. Okay. Can I just say that I like, oops. There we go. This is one of the newer trays with the little DP'g in it.
Uh-huh.
And you see that this is another new little tray with a DP'g in it. Can you see the difference?
Oh, I like that see-through one.
I don't.
I
don't like this one. I like this one.
So you don't want to see through it?
No, I like this one. And I don't like these gold little specks. Because it looks like, when I'm looking at them, it's like, does that drill have a little piece on it? It's hard to tell if it has a little piece on it or not. You know, if it's like a piece of trash in the tray and, well. And like this tray is hard.
Yeah.
This tray is not. So the DP'g goes, it fits better in this one because this gives a little bit.
Oh, okay.
That's why I don't like this one. Wow. Yes, ma'am, Wally. How can I help you?
Hi, Wally.
She wants some attention.
She loving her new bed, I see.
Yeah. Yeah. I find her in it, and there's cat hair in it right now. I picked, because she's a long-haired cat. For those of you that have never seen Wally.
Oh,
Wally
she's
Bug.
so fluffy.
Huh?
She's so fluffy.
What?
She's so fluffy.
Wally Bug? But she has a lot of hair. And so, like, right now we're going from cold to hot weather. There's no warm. It's cold to hot. And so she's like shedding massively. And there are big chunks of hair in her little bed that I got her. But how about I was sitting here today getting ready. I was getting ready, and I was moving some stuff around on the table, digging this out and everything else, and I was taking a picture of All for Love to send to photographer Carol, and she came running and she jumped up here and she went right on into the windowsill, and I'm like, girl, you got to go out through that window. Because I had the blinds up so that I could get some sunlight for my picture. What are you doing?
Oh, there's another one.
Is that your Gems handmade pens pen? Or is that DAC? She don't know.
Yes. I was thinking about it because I've been looking at some of these on AliExpress, and I was like, did I order one of those from AliExpress? No, this one is Gems. This is the custom one I had made at Gems.
Yeah, the flamingos.
Flamingos.
I love the flamingos.
I think I bought this one from him first, and then ordered it.
Well, I have my big fatty. And I ordered another one.
Did you?
It's coming. And unfortunately, I don't think it will be here before June 1st, but it is kind of like the colors of my diamond painting. It's got some red and black and purple in it. For the Harry Potter DP alone.
Yeah. I've actually ordered some from AliExpress and Amazon that I've got to unbox.
Will be interesting.
I've already unboxed a few. You what?
It'll be interesting to see how they measure up.
Yeah. The ones I ordered from Amazon are super cute.
Ooh.
I can't wait to show those because they have something different going on.
Nice.
I'm trying to find. Well, anyway, can't find it. But yeah, I'm gonna post those on the next few weeks. I think I'm gonna separate my planner from the rest of the channel. But I think I'm gonna wait till I get back to do it because there's no point in doing it right now when I know I'm about to be gone for 2 years.
Wait, you're gonna do what?
Separate my planner stuff from Stephsgotit. It'll be Stephsgotit planners on a different.
I think it should be Steph's Got Plans.
I thought about that too. I like Steph's Got Plans, but I was like, but do they know that that's planners? You know, and not something else like decoration or whatever. Because I told somebody I was a decorative planner, and they were like, "Oh, so you wait? Doesn't everybody plan how they're going to decorate the rooms or whatever?" And I'm like, "No, you idiot." Disavowed planner. She was like, "Oh, okay." But I do like Steph's Got Plans better, and I may end up going with that. But I don't know. We'll see.
See, to me, mine is just, hey, this is my life. This is what I do. These are all the crazy things I do.
And that's what I thought too, because when I was talking about it with Martin, he was like, "No, I think you should just leave it all there because it's all you." And it's like, I know, but people who don't want to watch the other stuff, they just want to see the planner videos.
That's why my thumbnails are always different. Like, people know from the thumbnail, it's a diamond painting because it's a purple background. If it's plans, you know, I've got a planner background.
Yep, I have that. Like, I do the same. I actually take the same thumbnail and just change the dates on it for like the planners. And my classic planner is in one color, and then my on the go planner is the same spread, just purple with the words to match. So, and I try when I do the unboxings, like every year I kind of switch it because I get bored quick. So I try to switch out and always use that same. Well, it depends on what I'm unboxing because I unbox so many different things. So I don't know, but I'm just toying around with it. I figured if people who just want to see the planners, they can go straight to the planner. And
let's make a playlist.
I do. I got all that stuff done.
So you're just trying to make more work for yourself, even though you keep saying yes to doing other stuff and have
no. And that's the only reason why I haven't done it before. It's like I don't have time to work 2 channels. I could barely get. I'm not barely getting anything done on this channel.
Well,
but I know I'm gonna post at least one, and I don't know when I get back if I'll post a lot of unboxings because
you won't have stuff.
When we get back, Marty won't be working full time, at least not immediately. I don't know that he's gonna go back at all, and that's fine. But that will certainly curb my spending habits. And not like I spend a lot anyway.
I was about to say, you're the most frugal thing.
I know. That's why my husband never gets mad about being like expensive or just going on a shopping spree, which I don't really do. I kind of go on a clearance rack spree, but because he's like, well, you rarely buy anything for yourself like expensive. So if you bought it, then you obviously felt you need it, because I know you will debate something down to zero to talk yourself out of buying it if it costs too much money. So if you bought it, then you must have really wanted it. So
unlike me, who is just unsupervised. When Diamond Art Club does new releases and I order 14 at a time.
I know. Oh my goodness.
I have so many in the other room to unbox.
Yes.
I think I counted 60.
She far outweighs my little stash of unboxings that have yet to be unboxed. I don't know how many it is. I need to go count them.
But the reason I have not done anything for 7 weeks is because of this cough. I mean, I'm sitting here sucking down the Ricolas. Ricola.
And you've been kind of quiet throughout the video, so
because
those
I'm
must be
sucking on the
working.
colas.
Yeah, they must be working because you haven't been coughing. I've heard you cough more in a Marco in
Yeah.
over 5 minutes than I have in this whole. How long have we been recording?
Oh, I don't know. A while.
I've heard you cough more in a 5 minute Marco than I have in this entire video today.
Because I have sucked down the Ricolas. I hate that, you know, I mean, I know that the webcam is like right here at my head, and that's where the speaker is. The mic is in the camera.
Yeah.
So I know I'm like really loud, and I really hate to cough when, you know, I feel like, oh, that's going to just be so loud. So I haven't done a lot of videoing. Plus, I'm trying to get my new craft room together, which is the start of the cough. Because of all the dust and cat hair and grime and nasty who knows what from it being a storage room for over 10 years. I mean, Steph, you remember this room, we just threw stuff in and you could barely walk in this room.
Yeah.
And now I could dance a little jig in here.
I love those dressers in there. I'm like, oh, this is automatic storage and layout, display, everything.
No. It's almost, it's coming along. I have a few more little things. All the big stuff is in here, really. All, you know, the big pieces.
Uh-huh.
And I figured out that if I want to have like a little girls' craft night, here at that, I can fit 4 people in this room.
Oh, that's cool.
This table, the computer table, and there's a folding table, you know, that black folding table when you've come over here and we've diamond painted together.
Yes.
I think that one would fit 2 people. One on each short end.
I got the munchies. You see me lining up candy. I got the munchies. Let me go find something to eat. I meant to put some chicken in the Instant Pot before I started, but I was late getting here because I was at Joann's.
Oh, I had the best dinner last night talking about the Instant Pot. I really, really did. I took out some raw shrimp that had already been peeled and deveined. It was just in the freezer bag. And I took out some already chopped up broccoli that I had pre-chopped. And I didn't want to mess up a bowl, so I just took my big skillet. Took my big skillet and I threw my broccoli in it. And then I used, so the vintage olive that's in Montgomery, that big fancy place over there. What is it? It's on Vaughn Road. I have a couple of their flavored vinegars and olive oils. I drizzled over it butter flavored olive oil and then cilantro and roasted onion olive oil. With some Mrs. Dash, because I'm trying to cut back on the salt, and some pepper. And I just, you know, started around with my hand to coat the broccoli. Threw some chicken broth and some fried garlic into my Instant Pot. Stuffed the broccoli in a steamer bag, put it in the Instant Pot for 0 minutes. And let it go. And while that was coming up to pressure and releasing for a few minutes, I put, because I still had those oils in the skillet, you know, coating the bottom of the skillet, I just added a little bit more of the same two oils, the Mrs. Dash and the pepper, with my shrimp, sauteed those up, and then mixed the two together when it was all cooked.
Sounds, ooh, dang it, that bee just slid right off. Sounds good.
Oh, it was really good. It was so yummy. I need to go back to the vintage olive and get some more oils. I need more oils.
I found that one of my favorite things now is making salad dressing with half of a good, nice, nutty, extra Evo.
Yeah.
And half Evo and half balsamic vinegar. Girl, if you got a nice one that's got a nice nutty flavor to it, and mix it with that balsamic vinegar, it is so freaking good.
Well, I have finished all of the flowers except for this red one because I need those bead colors, and I don't want to risk, because I don't even know what all this is. I have no idea. That's a lot of them. So I don't think there should be that many. So I think she actually took those two and accidentally poured them into the same container.
Which is easy to do.
I've done it. I've done it myself. So it's okay. I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not perturbed about it. I'll just go and thought about looking in my stash, but then I was like, do I have time to look in my stash? Probably not. Because I'm paint tomorrow night.
What are you painting?
There is a little piece of wood, and we're gonna paint like grapes and leaves and vines or something on it, and then we're gonna letter small but mighty. It's cute.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, I'm gonna try to go clean George's office in the morning. Then I have lunch with Mother and my aunt. Then I have to be in Prattville to paint again at 4. Then eat something with Kathy downtown, probably Fox's. And then we paint again at 7. Sunday, I'm trying to get to Montgomery to do a little shopping.
Yeah.
And Monday, I don't want to go anywhere. I don't want to get out of my pajamas. So, what you got going on this weekend?
Probably cleaning.
Oh, Lord.
Because we're still trying to pack up stuff and figure out what's going into the regular storage unit, what's going to the air-conditioned storage unit, and what needs to go to Goodwill, what needs to go to the trash. That and studying. I wish I could say I was having dinner with Mother. That would be nice, but
I know.
That's probably be it. Study, clean, and eat. Oh, and prep for we're doing Saturday. That Saturday, this not day after tomorrow Saturday, but the first Saturday in June.
Right.
Is the water showcase thing, the summer kickoff in the pool. So I am going to, it'll be me and Leanne doing Aqua Zumba she'll do 30 minutes. I'll do 30 minutes. I think I actually go first, because I will also be doing 30 minutes of Aqua Fitness. So I'll be working on that this weekend too. The Aqua Fitness part, just getting my playlist down and getting my moves down or whatever that I'm going to do. So I'll probably do that, then study and clean. And that'll be it. Nothing exciting happening this weekend.
Yeah.
What is Marty doing? I just hear something just keep hitting the counter over and over again. What is he doing?
He's doing some DIY.
The kitchen is on the back of this room, so that's why I hear it. Did you just this is a spill.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, let me try and just pick these up in 1 minute.
Oh no.
Okay, I should have had it higher up, but I had that Dove candy sitting there, so that'll teach me. Move the candy and put the freaking tray up so the beads don't spill out everywhere. Okay. I was about to ask you something. I forgot what it was now. So, oh great! Now the doves are falling. I'm trying to hold the mat to keep these from falling off. The candy's falling. Alexa, drop in on show.
You have 6 devices for drop-in, including Dot and Flex. Which one, or all devices?
Show.
Okay, dropping in.
What are you doing? Are you spying?
Hello?
Hey.
Yes.
What you doing?
Frying ground beef.
Ah, okay. I was just curious because I heard all these bang, bang, thump, thump, bang, bang, thump, thump. And I was trying to figure out what you were doing.
It's the thump thump, trying to break up the stuff that didn't completely defrost.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
That's so funny.
Alexa, hang up. All right. It was killing me. I had to know what he was doing. I hate to tell him it's some fried browned ground beef already in the freezer. Already cooked. I'll just tell him that later.
Wow.
He didn't ask.
No, he did not.
I like keeping like cook, I don't know, 4 or 5 things of ground beef, pounds of ground beef, and bag them up into baggies so that in a hurry, in a pinch, they're already done. And we can just use that and add it to whatever we want to do, or brown it, or make sloppy joes or something. So I like having some already cooked in the refrigerator. I thought he knew that.
Obviously not.
Actually, he's the one who started me to doing that, because he used to do it when we got married. So I was like, that's a good idea. The ground beef's already ready. All he cares about that's in the freezer is ice cream. It's a shame how much ice cream we keep in this house.
Wow.
But we love ice cream. We have it together and sit and used to have it every night, but that got to be a little heavy on the waistline, so
Yeah.
try to cut it back. and I've been making my own blizzards. You know, I love to figure out how to make something so I don't have to go out and buy it. Those blizzards are good. Matter of fact, I want one now. That's why my butt is I don't hate, but I hate the top of the year because it's my birthday and it's Valentine's Day and Mother's Day right there all together.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I will have lots of chocolates.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh yeah, I ordered a cart from Amazon to put all my snacks and my water on over here in the studio. The studio is what I call my room where I sit in every day. I have my easy chair right here that I'm sitting on, and it's where I have all my craft stuff. Well, you can't see that, but yeah, this camera won't fold all the way, but that's where my all my planners and all my planner things, punches, and my silhouette and all that stuff, and all my sticker books are all in this room. So this is a studio. Across the hall is the workout room, and the other room is my sewing room. I have taken over the house. Every time a child moves out, I convert the room to something else. Like, nope.
And I've seen 2 rooms in this entire house. 3 if you count the kitchen that I walked through.
I know. Well, you're gonna have to come up and see the sewing room because I'm working on your quilt and pants. So you'll get to see the sewing room. Then maybe one day when you're coming to shop or something, we can swing in there and you can see. So I got to put your quilt out on the cutting table to get the extra pieces I'm going to put in there. I'm not going to tell you what they are.
Okay.
I've only been working on her quilt, t-shirt quilt for how many years now?
3 or 4?
Yeah.
I
I mean not working on it.
I wanted to ask you, is it easy to make a sash? Like, could I do it? Not necessarily like
go across the chest kind of thing? A sash?
Diagonally across the chest.
Oh no, that would be simple. Yeah, you could make that. You're a crafter. You could definitely make that.
I need you to like tell me what I need at some point. Okay. Because I want to make.
You don't have a sewing machine, do you? Do you know how to sew?
No.
I was about to say, here's the next best thing: liquid stitch.
There's some type of WIP stitch, something other that's like I could put that under the heat press.
I don't know about the heat press, but liquid stitch. I made a costume with liquid stitch before I got my my first sewing machine, and you just put this. It's like it looks like glue, but it's called liquid stitch. It is not glue. I mean, it's not like Elmer's glue, and you just put it between. Like if this is your piece of fabric, and you want to sew, you would sew this down. You just put the liquid stitch right across there and press it together and hold it there for a second and then give it like, I don't know how many hours to dry. And I still have that costume to this day and it has not popped open yet.
So I want to make me a sash for my birthday party that says 50 and fabulous.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, I got a notification from BTS or from the Weavers. I gotta see what it says because it may be time sensitive.
Oh my.
Oh, I'm so excited. I ordered their new album that they're coming back out with, which my understanding is not a lot of new songs, but it's like they're releasing stuff from their personal vault, from their personal stash of stuff, you know, that they haven't let anybody hear before. So I'm super excited. And because I didn't go to the concert that was in Las Vegas, because we were at a wedding for our nephew, I ordered all of it, like both sets.
Oh wow.
So I'll probably have a lot of cards to give away because I don't need I mean they're cute and easy on the eyes, but I don't need 50 million cards of BTS. I mean, I'm an old lady by now, so I don't need 15 cards of a bunch of well, they're not teenagers now, but a bunch of young boys. I have nowhere to put them, and I'm married, so I'm sure my husband doesn't want to look at pictures of BTS all over our house.
Keep them in your craft room.
I can, but I'm not gonna need that many.
Yeah.
My craft room isn't that big.
Oh.
I had thoughts of making that pool room a craft room because it's huge. But
And when you get back, you can always move your stuff in it.
the only reason I haven't, or only reason I won't rather, is because it like the humidity or the, but I think once the pool is
I was
gone,
about to say the pool's gonna be gone.
so I'm not sure.
And you'll be moving stuff back in the house from a storage area.
Yeah, but I
You
do
just
like
might as
being
well go ahead.
I do like being able to have clients though, even for fitness clients and belly dance class and even for the studio. You know, people want to come in and try on something or get measurements to get something made. Although I'm not completely convinced I'm going to do that yet because
You don't have time.
I don't know if I like people like that.
You like me.
Yes. But it's just a trip when people will come to you. They want to barter. I'm like, you don't barter with Mason, honey. Don't barter with me.
Well, I've told you I'd pay for the pants.
I'm not going to pay for the pants. You bought the fabric. And you know what? That's another funny thing. People will go, well, if I buy the fabric, how much would it cost? Like, they'll ask me for one of those skirts, and I'll say, $85. And then they'll go, well, if I brought you the fabric, then how much? $85. Well, I mean, if I buy my own fabric, $85. Because you ain't paying for the fabric, you're paying for my time and the fabric. Now, yes, you can bring me the fabric, but what about the thread? What about the buttons or the zipper?
Mine ain't
What
got that.
about the interfacing that I use on the bands to keep the bands from folding over? That aside, what about my time, which I was really bad about doing? Like, oh, I'll just make it for you. And Marty's like, no, quit doing that. Your time is worth something.
Exactly. I told you I would pay you for my pants.
So they and then like the sewing machine doesn't run on magic. It needs electricity. I mean, it's just crazy that they think that because they bought the fabric that they paid you everything. Like, no, the time, the buttons, the zipper, the sewing machine oils, and putting the added stress on the sewing machine, the lights to keep this stuff on, the iron that I have to have a nice iron to put nice presses and steams in. I'm like, y'all are a trip. Y'all don't go into Macy's and all these other stores and say that, or Nike. So why do you try to do home, people who sell stuff from home? Why do you try to do that? If I bring you the yarn, can you make me that hat? Yeah, for $45. And I had a girl that I agreed to make this elephant for her because she had, what do you call it? Fibromyalgia. And she was in pain that day. And I was like, oh, sure, I could make her one of those little elephants because I had seen the pattern. Do you know this woman sent me several yards of the most pretty brocade fabric Now, mind you, this elephant is about this big. This big.
Oh.
And I was like, I said, well, what you want me to? Oh, it's medium, miss, you can. And I'm like, really? Why? Why do you need 50 million elephants in this one particular little fabric?
She was gonna sell them.
And everybody was like, she didn't send you the thread or the yarn. The tails had to be made out of yarn, so I had to buy the yarn to make the tail. Then I had to buy the buttons or whatever to make the eyes. And I've sewn a couple of them. This is the most difficult fabric for this particular shape of elephant. For any type of thing other than a dress, this fabric is difficult. I mean, I imagine sewing a dress, it would be difficult. It's very slippery. So you can imagine how it slips in size and it frays very easily. And I haven't sent it back yet. And it's not that I'm being mean or anything. I'm not trying to be. It's just that it's time consuming because I sewed it, and I was not a new seamstress at that time, but I don't know if I would call myself a seamstress, but I do sew, and I can make my clothes look like professional clothes. So I guess you can call it that. But I mean, when you see the underside of my dress, it is neatly done. It is not threads hanging everywhere and raggedy edges, so I do take pride in what I make. And my bags are made to last. My wallets are made to last. So, but I was like, wow, it's aggravating to sew with it. And really, honestly, once I put it aside, I kind of forgot about it. And she'd ask me about it, and I'd be like, oh yeah, okay. And I'd have to find it in the room, I'd dig it out, I'd fix one, another one would break. And it's not that I wasn't using quality thread or that I wasn't doing a good job. The fabric just is terrible. I'm gonna get that to her before I go. And I'm just gonna send her what I've made. I think I've got like 5 or 6 of them made, and send her back all her beautiful fabric. And yeah, with an apology for having taken so long to get it back. And then if she wanted me to send it back, she didn't even send me the money to pay for the shipping to box them up and send them. And I kept saying stuff to see if she was going to say, oh, well, I'll send you the postage or the whatever, but she never did. But she'd ask me a couple of months later where they were. I really need to get that out. I don't like having that hanging over my head. But I'm not being nasty. I just haven't had time to do it.
Because you always say yes to people who
No.
do stuff.
I know. I'm gonna have to stop.
You are. Especially before you go, so that I can have time to see you.
I know. Yeah, I think the closer we get, the less things, because for one, we'll be having to get this house emptied out. And I told Marty last weekend, I said, I don't want to paint. Just hire somebody. I don't want to paint. He was like, no, I don't plan on painting either. I was like, good, just hire out. Because I'm all about DIY. I can do it myself, but for painting, I'm like, please hire somebody. I just can't. I would like to paint these walls a different color. Marty has every wall in the house painted the same color. Shea butter. It's so boring and dull and uninteresting.
When you get back and you decide what room you're going to make into your craft room again, then you just paint every wall a different color of the rainbow.
I am going to paint it some color. The sewing room and the studio, I won't paint it. The workout room, well, actually, the workout room will probably be empty because if we convert the pool room to a studio, then all the workout equipment can go back there, which means this room could be left open. I guess I could let Marty have it if he wants it.
Yes.
Oh, a music room. I think that's what we talked about. I'm going to actually move the studio next door to the sewing room, and then he can make this room a music room. So we'll have all the instruments in here, and we'll come in here to play and practice and stuff. That's what we talked about. So yeah, I'm going to go in the other room because it's bigger. And he's like, well, you're not going to like that room because that room is hotter. I said, honey, to me, all these rooms are hot. I'm at that stage of life where every room in here is hot to me. I mean, I have a fan in every room. Follow me.
If you take that pool out, you won't have that humidity.
That is true. I'm hungry. How long have you been recording? Go eat.
A while.
This chocolate ain't doing it. Especially as I know he in there cooking ground beef.
Ooh.
We could put that over some nachos. And that's, oh, I wonder if we have any sour cream. Oh, girl. 2 new things we have loved, or I have loved, and Marty, I have loved both, and Marty loves one. Pickled salsa. You heard me right.
Okay.
Pickled salsa is so freaking good. And the other one is it pickled or preserved? It's pickled or preserved Vidalia onions.
Ew.
I think it's pickled Vidalia onions. Girl, when I tell you, those are the best things I have tasted all year. I put those pickled, girl, this tweezers from, I don't even know.
Diamond Art Club?
I don't think so. They don't have Diamond Art Club written on it. Does Diamond Art Club have it written on there now or not?
Well, they do now, but they didn't before.
Okay. I dropped them like on the point, and they went straight through this little piece of thing here.
Oh, wow.
Wow, these points are no joke.
Yeah, they're stabbies.
This could kill a person.
Yep.
But yeah, those are so good. If we take some of that ground beef and sprinkle it over some tortilla chips and put some pickled salsa and sour cream and banana peppers. Okay, I'm hungry. I gotta go.
Let me tell you what.
Finish this, but
Let me tell you what I
oh,
ate the other night after
Oh.
graduation. Stacy and I. Oh, there you go. Stacy and I went.
can I have some nutritional yeast?
Sure.
Thank you.
Stacy and I went to Maplesville, Mexican.
Ooh, Maplesville.
Maplesville, Mexican. Valley Grande Mexican and Maplesville Mexican are basically owned by the same family. Okay. So.
Never mind. I'm sorry, Shelley. Go ahead.
So, and you know, this week I'm just trying to see what's going to happen with my ankles and the swelling if I kind of
never mind.
if I kind of back off of the carbs and the sugar.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just shout in your ear. I'm sorry. I thought I had stopped the mute, but apparently I just stopped the video. Sorry, Shelley. Go ahead.
But trying to cut down on carbs and sugar doesn't really work at the Mexican place. So I ordered pollo loco with mixed meat, which means I got shrimp, chicken, and steak. And then it had a few like bell peppers and onions in it. And I told them to take off the rice and add the grilled vegetables like we usually get, and still put the cheese over it. And it was really good.
Sounds good.
Well, I have finished her face.
I'm looking at that. Now, what flower haven't? What is that pink flower? The one you haven't done?
Yeah, this one right here. Because I think what my student did that was working on this one, she wasn't paying attention, and H is 8062 and the equal sign is 8064. So I think she poured them together.
Yeah.
They're very close in color. So yes. I'm just gonna go get some more, but see, I mean, it's, see, like right there.
Yep.
So, but I've gotten her face done. I've gotten all the other flowers done. I've got to get those two colors so I can finish that flower and her bow.
What color is her bow? Is it red or pink?
Kind of it's more of a pink than a red, but it says red. I don't know. You know, these are diamond dots colors.
Ah, okay. What are you going to do with that when you finish it?
I don't know. Nothing. I don't know. I mean, you know, there's always somebody that, like the animal shelter place or my mother's church, usually doing some type of fundraising auction thing, and maybe I'll put it in a Michael's frame and put it up for auction. Somebody will want it for their grandkid. So,
it's cute already.
Yeah, I've got to do the ears, the bow. I can get this one done by June 1st.
Yeah, I'm sure you can finish that one right up.
Huh?
I said, I'm sure you can finish that one right up.
Yep. And I've got a whole bunch more stacked up waiting on me. But June 1st, I may be up at midnight. I may be up at 12 a.m. June 1st. So I can start on the Harry Potter one from Diamond Art Club that I got, that I keep looking at because it's hanging on the closet door of this room.
How long do you have to finish it? What's the
2
time
months.
frame? How big is it?
Oh, it's come on now. Diamond Art Club. Think about it. Let's see. 34 by 22 inches.
Inches?
34 by 22 inches. Let me look in centimeters.
Yeah, I get a better idea in centimeters.
86 by 56.
Whoa! That is hefty.
It's a pretty one. And when I get it done, it'll be framed.
To keep or give away?
To keep. Me and Daddy did something together a few years ago at Universal Studios. And I'll wait and tell that story when I do my first WIP and chat with this one.
Okay.
So that's why I got this one. And so yeah, I'm gonna frame it and hang it up. It's mine.
Cool.
It's a fun memory, and I'll have this to think about with it, and it'll be fun.
Yeah. You don't see me in the picture because I'm scarfing down this pasta.
Food. Yeah. All right. Well, it is past 10 o'clock, and I have to get up in the morning. Let's see what time. Yeah, it's 10:08. Mickey just said goodnight.
I was about to say, who is that? Okay.
A lot. If you tap it, he tells you the time. Let's see.
It's 10:08.
Oh, cute though.
I know. Hey, Wally.
Jealous.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. But yeah. Oh, I ordered me some Harry Potter cover minders.
Oh.
Yes, and I
Who
got,
has those?
huh?
Who has those?
There. Well, Bella Arts de Nicole has some. I ordered a few of those. I ordered 3 of those. There are 2 that I want that sold out. She puts up a limited amount every Tuesday.
Ah.
So I'll check next Tuesday to see if there are any back up. And then I found some on Etsy that I really like. And let me tell you, okay, so there is a Facebook page for this Harry Potter DP along. And I joined the Facebook page and I just put it out there because I really want one that has Snape's Patronus, which is actually Lily's Patronus, the doe. And I wanted to say always. And I just put out there, ISO, in search of. And this really nice lady. Yeah, I don't have a cough drop. This really nice lady responded back to me. And she DM'd me. And she said that see? I'm trying to open it. She said that she had something, and if I couldn't find what I was looking for, that, you know, I could have what she had. And it's a little like coin, and it says on it, after all this time, and it says always.
Huh.
Which is what Dumbledore, when Snape revealed what his Patronus was to Dumbledore, Dumbledore kind of did a back take at it and looked at it, and he looked back at Snape and said, after all this time. And Snape looked at him dead in the face and said, always.
Aww.
Because that's why. Do you know the story about Alan Rickman going to J.K. Rowling during the first Harry Potter movie?
No.
Okay. He went to her and he said, I have to know. I need some, you know, he was basically looking for some backstory on his character. Not all of the books had come out. And he was like, I have to know. I've got to know something. And she swore him to secrecy. And he kept her secret until the very end of all the movies, that he already knew that Snape always protected Harry because he had always been in love with Harry's mother, and Harry had his mother's eyes.
Aww.
In fact, in the book, I can't remember about the movie, but he tells Harry to look at him because he wants to see Lily's eyes when he's dying.
Oh. Wow. I did not know that.
Yep. So, but the lady that I was talking to that reached out to me and said, well, you can have this one. She actually lives up in North Alabama.
Oh, she's close by.
Yeah. About 3 hours, but yeah. Yep. So she's not too far away.
That's a trip to the Cheesecake Factory. As if one needs an excuse to go to the Cheesecake Factory. All right, Chica.
Yeah, it's time for bed.
Yep, 10:14.
It's getting late. It's getting late. So, all right, y'all. This is what we're working on. She's still working on that. So I'm working on this until I can start my big one. I got a big one coming, and I promise, I'm going to do. I'm gonna load up the unboxing. Maybe I'll do that Monday. Maybe sometime next week. I don't know. I want to get rid of this cough, so I'm not coughing through the whole video. So
Just keep sucking on those
cough drops. I know. I'm sick of the taste of a cough drop. So.
Huh, that's the right color after all. Who would have thought? That's so odd that those reds are right there, but that's the right color.
Yeah.
All right, then.
So wrap it up.
I guess this is good night.
Yes.
Remember, hun, if you are having a good day, help someone else have a good day. It's those small and simple things in life that really makes life worth living, right? Love and shimmies, babe.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.